Hello, YouTube. This is Star Wars Paladin and playing some more of this shitty game. Star Wars, whatever. Force Unleashed. Old Republic. The Old Republic Unleashed. What the hell? Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so go through some questions first. I love it when people ask me questions. This is this color crystal is called Derelict Purple. It is from a relatively old cartel pack called, I don't freaking know, so I gotta look it up. But I'll be able to tell you in a second. Derelict Purple is one of my favorite colors in this game. Came from, not gonna tell me, is it? Regulator's Contraband Pack. So, if you find some of those cheap packs or whatever, those are what had Derelict Purples in them. Make sure it says Derelict Purple because there's a couple different purple color crystals, and that's that specific one. It's a nice soft purple. Looks really freaking cool, in my opinion. Yeah. I used to buy color crystals because the reason, I'll tell you the reason why I have so many color crystals. That's a good way of starting off this segment of let's play Star Wars, the Old Republic, Commando, X-Wing, Starfighter, Republic. Shit. So back in the day, if you can imagine, I think it was a Tuesday. Probably was Tuesday. There was no collections, which means you couldn't just sit there and dupe color crystals all day like you can now. And which single-handedly killed the color crystal market, but who cares? Point is, I really need to address my mail some other time. You had to buy color crystals every single time, so I would buy whatever was cheap, and that's why I have so many. And I would sort by price, and whatever was 100K ish is what I would buy. So if I saw like Blood Red, which I don't know if you've ever seen Blood Red, but it looks freaking sweet. It's like this orangish kind of pink color, which I really think is cool. Charred. I love charred. Is what charred orange looks like. It's one of my favorites. So I would just like keep an eye on them, and if they were over like 100K or whatever, I would just grab them. And then when it came time to bind them to my account so I could dupe them, every month I would just bind them to my account. Some cost 240 and some cost 60. And I mean, they pay for themselves like crazy. You know, you can deck out your freaking companions and maxed out color crystals as soon as they hit level 10, and you get freaking whatever the hell. Oh my gosh, my brain is fucking fried. Worked my ass off today in my brain. is just freaking jello by the time I'm done. Totally do not get paid enough for what I do. Especially not for as long as I'm doing it. Shit. Oh. These storylines are really cool the first time. But man, by the time it comes to wanting to do like a second character, you really wish you could somehow do things completely different, and most of the time you can't. There's a couple characters that you can, like Trooper. Hold on, let's pay more attention.
Us out of the loop. Hid the power guard facility.
Oh, shut up.
Supported your mission.
Superior made the decision.
We're a Jedi. You should have made him Raiken dead. I'm Agent Diaz. We're leaving now. So.
You don't want to leave. You want to see this through.
I don't want to leave. We should see this through.
Yeah, that's right.
Sir, you should sit down.
Good. Give the Jedi anything she needs.
Stupid ass male Twi'lek.
I know what a mind trick is. Don't do that to me. Hand over the data pad.
I'm not gonna do it to you.
The enemy took everything from the power guard lab to a fallback position.
Okay.
Recognize these coordinates.
Awesome.
I couldn't have done this without your help.
Not like I volunteered. Just didn't want to end up like Special Agent Tander.
Why are we still here? Really
Force kick him in the nuts.
You're obviously not well. Your friend here will take care of you.
It's pounding like a vibrohammer. Must have taken a hit during the fight.
Sir, I recommend we inform General swtor. We need immediate reinforcements.
There we
The
go.
enemy's fallback position.
Take this with you. May come in handy.
Oh, so now you're gonna be helpful. Whatever. Cure droid. There we go. Loot. Oh, cool. He gave me a little mod. That's nifty. Let's see, where'd that go? Sweet. Yeah, I haven't decided how she's going to look yet. That's going to take some time, and I have not had time. I should really do that after this planet, though. So I'll do that after this planet. Heck. No, Frizzle Fry. What's he doing? He's chilling at the fleet. That's cool. Damn it. Oh, my fucking head is so jello right now. Well, in Srisu form, blah blah blah, having a chance to blah 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 blah. Srisu form. There we go. Actually, there's a couple things I want to do. Okay, what the hell is I talking about? Oh, Trooper has one main humongous difference that he can do, but it's not towards the end of his story. I keep wishing, and this may be funny, but I wish he could choose somehow who his CO was. That would be huge. The other one I know, and I've played them all now. The other one I know, actually I haven't quite finished the storyline of the Sage. But anyway, and I haven't played every single subclass yet. I don't have an assassin. Or Shadow. But I think I have one of... No, I don't have a gunslinger either. I think gunslingers are freaking stupid. I don't think gunslingers are stupid. I think that the way gunslingers are in this game is absolutely insulting. Okay. So the Sith Warrior is the other one that has an absolutely massive story break right in the middle, which is really cool. The Trooper one is tragic as hell. The Jedi Knight, or the Sith Warrior one, is freaking awesome. Whoever wrote the Sith Warrior one worked their ass off hard. Same thing with the Trooper one. The rest of them, the Smuggler one is really good, but it's unfortunately really linear. So, while in my opinion, if you count the linear stories, I think the Smuggler one's on top. Wow, I feel like I was only here the other day on Nikki. Oh, I was only here the other day on Nikki. I love this 12 times XP thing. Do I have scavenging? I do have scavenging. Kick ass. Yeah, Smuggler, in my opinion, is the best one in terms of the linear stories. The least, or I guess, and like the ones that pissed me off the most, or that I thought were just completely lackluster, the Sage one, Consular or whatever, was just, it's just so, I don't know what it is. It starts out really cool, trying to cure kind of like this attack on Jedi, but it just falls flat and has absolutely nothing to do with, particularly with being a Sage or Consular or anything. It's a cool story, but it's not, I really screwed things up, but it's not really like a solid Consular story. Like, if I play a Consular, I want to, be like negotiating, and I don't want to be fighting very much on my Consular. I want to like be negotiating and talking my way out of situations and making people get along again, you know. That's, and you're not able to do that. You have to fight through every freaking thing. And I also think the Consular's got just pretty much the shittiest companions in the whole game. Lizard Man's kind of cool, but he can get obnoxious, Kaizen. Blip blop bloop blop bloop blop blip 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 blop 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 blop. This shit is so hard on a Marauder. I remember Throttle got his ass handed to him. This is freaking cake. I'm not even taking damage, and Shriek is able to just easily tank this. I must have a move that I'm missing, though, because this rotation... Haha, you got bead. This rotation is sucking, so I need to check my... Or maybe it's because I don't have aggro.
Tell me how to free throw. I don't plan to fight you twice.
Okay. La 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 la. I'm kind of role-playing this character like she's naive, a little naive, but not super naive. So she just killed him, obviously. But even though she said, I don't plan on fighting you twice, I killed him more out of mercy. I mean, he asked me to. If someone asks you to kill him, getting dark side for it's absolutely ridiculous. But I don't care about dark side, light side. It has literally no bearing on this game at all. There's a couple of items you can buy. Force push. Nice. Okay. A couple items you can buy. And that's it. You can just turn corruption off. I don't really know where to put this, but we're just going to leave it there for now. I'm trying to think of where I'd have it normally. Maybe up here? I don't know. What's the range on it? 10. Just like there. Huh. Okay. How far does it send somebody? Ooh, that's a pretty nice distance. Oh, how did my stomp not reach these guys? Or stomp. Whatever. I think I'm gonna put Treat to heals and start tanking, because I suspect that I'm gonna be a little bit better of a tank than Treek. Let's check hit points. 6,300. Oh, never mind. So I will be fixing that shortly, because I'll gear up after this planet, because after this planet's Tatooine. And while I can eke through Tatooine, I'll get stomped on Alderaan, so... Confront Lord Sadik. But who knows where, because it don't tell you on the map. Just drive my ass back, save my quick travel. So yeah, the Sork and Sage storylines are just obnoxious. A lot of the companions are just very uninspired. Their stories are very typical, just like color by numbers stories. Whereas like the Sith Warrior has some really amazing companions. Smuggler has a couple of good ones. Gus Tano is absolutely ridiculous. So there's some exceptions to that, but like a Kavi. Kavi's awesome. Risha's arguably the smuggler's storyline is actually Risha's storyline, which is a whole different kid and caboodle. Corso had some problems back in the beta and early release, but they fixed Corso. Now he's one of the best companions in the entire game. Who am I forgetting on the smuggler side? Bodar's story is a little frustrating, but if you can look past, like, he was an arena combatant for 100 years or whatever, if you can look past that bogus baloney, I don't know, that's one of the just stupidest stories I've ever heard in Star Wars. But you know, Smuggler's very, very well-rounded. Very good companions, like I said, with the exception of Gus, who is completely effed because I'm sure he was meant to be a Mon Calamari Jedi, then they changed him at the last minute because they wanted everybody to have a healer. But then they made ship droids the healers, and then never reversed everything else that they'd done because the game had so many damn budget overruns and delays and rehauls and shit. So I could write a frickin' book on that too, but anyway. Trooper has really good companions up until Tano, and nobody's really been able to explain to me what Tano's deal is. He's like a demolitions expert and a smuggler, kind of like an arms dealer, smuggler guy. And all of his cutscenes have him with, you know, various firearms or blaster, whatever the hell you want to consider them. And then obviously he got hit with the same freaking stupidity that Gus had. So, you know, he carries a vibro sword even though he's got a freaking blaster rifle. It's absolutely infuriating. Troopers don't need melee tanks. Anyway, but if he needs a melee tank, then they should have just made him a melee tank. Or, you know, let him be a melee tank, or just let his companions use melee weapons if somebody feels like they need one that bad. But M1 tanks just fine. I went through the whole game on Viper with M1 tanking. No problems. Absolutely no problems. So. Ow. Almost made it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the, the, agent, I'm sorry, the trooper has an amazing story, but you're not gonna understand it unless you read all the expanded, extended universe among, TOR. So that's a whole deal, basically, with tons and tons of planet killers and fleet killers, and then revolving around the Treaty of Coruscant. It's really interesting. But if you don't understand that, then you're gonna think the Trooper storyline is super bland, but basically the Trooper is going from planet to planet trying to wipe out all the planet killers and fleet killers. Some of which are part of the arc and some of which are not part of the arc. And you don't actually get them all. Which you won't know though until you play the other storylines. Which it's actually really interesting, but most people would never get that. There's so many little intricacies. And crossovers and stuff that you wouldn't know about until you play all 8. But Imperial Agents probably got the second best linear storyline behind the Smuggler. And I guess, I don't know, I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, but those are obviously both, you know, copy-paste classes of each other. And yet they both have the 2 best storylines. Like, if you're Empire and you wanted to play that, archetype, and so you play the agent, you are getting just as amazing of a storyline playing the agent as you are playing a smuggler. You're not missing out on an awesome story. You're getting an awesome story no matter what, which is pretty cool. It's the only class I think like that. Just the bounty horror hunter story is ridiculous. The first act is really good, and then just absolutely falls on its face. Let's try to get another. We'll try to get this one for fun. Let's try to get a holocron. In my opinion, this is one of the hardest ones in the entire game to get. This is one of the ones I found by myself. I believe I found this one by myself. I hated looking these up on the internet. Practiced it for hours and hours and hours and hours until I got it right. I can't promise that I'll be able to do this one, because this one is hard. This one is really effing hard. Damn. That's amazing. That is friggin' amazing. Tell you what, having a really freaking good computer makes a lot of difference. If you have any lag at all, there are so many critical points that you can wipe out. Anyway, a little secret area here. Don't know how many of you seen that. Which one is this? Holy crap, this is strength. Sick. So yeah, this place is pretty wild. The underbelly of Shadowtown. As I've said before, I don't know. Maybe I made it up, but I do not know. Oh, my tree glitched out. I do not know where most of the holocrons in the game are. I know some of them take multiple people and stuff. I do know where. Oh, there's Treek. Treek spawned somewhere else in the area. I do know where quite a few of them are, though. Oh, just spawned out here. Oh, but now she's running away. Oh, but now she's over there. Oh, now she's running away again. Hey, it's just like freaking... Anyway. There we go. So fun little detour there. The problem is some of them take multiple people. And the other problem is some of them take upwards of like half hour to get, and that's if you don't screw up, because they just take a very long time. And there's videos out on YouTube, so I guess I'm kind of showing off more than anything. I don't know, but I think it's neat. I think you should have a little pride in being able to get these holocrons, because they're freaking hard. Most people either don't even know they exist or don't care, or just rush through the game. But that is a good one for her to have, because that's a strength one. And those are a lot of stats to just throw away and ignore. I mean, stats are I read some developer post that said like they're going to be changing augments, and that augments were 20% of your stats at level 55 in PvP or something, but I disagree. I think that doesn't take into account holocrons. So, but one of the other frustrations I have though is that some of them aren't really holocrons. Some of them are just those color shards, or those relic shards or whatever, and it's just a waste. And I was gonna go through and get them all on Nacho, and then seriously I was like, F it. I didn't even get to Taurus, like collecting them all. I was just like, F this bullcrap. Because I got to Taurus and got like 2 of them, and then it's like, you need multiple people to do this. I'm like, yeah, no. Blup, 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 blup. Sayonara. No loot, huh? It's kind of sucky. Oh yeah, you're slow walking over here. That's cool. That's cool. Let's fight him myself.
So surprised. It's our job to follow people.
I thought you were gonna run.
Standard operating procedure.
Seemed only fair after you mind tricked me. Would have been here sooner. We're getting into it.
Where did you get these troops?
This is Black Star Squad, a special operations team. General Varsuthra pulled in a favor with General We're demolishing this location.
Sir, I've located the power...
Copy the data. Send it to your superiors.
Once we agree on it, we should check in with General Varsuthra. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but...
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I'm a fucking idiot male Twi'lek. Use your ship's holoterminal. Alright. Also, I actually had a video, and this is gonna bug me forever. I had a video of Armitage doing this planet, and frickin' lost it because of this defect I didn't know about, with my hard drive being the wrong file type or format type. And it would have been like easily one of the best videos I ever made. And I was just... It upset me really bad. And I lost a couple of videos because of it, but that one just really bummed me out. So I'm going to... Oh, whoops. I've done that before where I frickin' looked the wrong direction. Because I expect it to be here and here. Instead, it's like all over here. Anyway. Gonna cut the video here in a minute and re-outfit Joan because she needs to gear up. I'll probably, be able to crawl through Tad and just Alderaan will stall me, so I'm gonna gear her up. Shut up. C2N2.
Narrowly escaped a major disaster,
Not
General.
enough losing Chief Raiken and so many agents. But Galen, it worked. Just heard from Special Agent. I told you to bury it.
Maybe I just don't want you sweeping all this under the rug.
Sometimes honesty creates more. The Republic's position on Nar Shaddaa is precarious and sealing all records of what happened here. You, me, and the SIS are the only ones who know the full story.
Keeping secrets got people killed. The reason they died can't stay hidden.
I'll file a full report with my superiors. I hope they don't throw me out of the service. I know you're probably exhausted, but the enemy major tactical advantage is just of Darth Angrel's closest advisors. Admiral Hacklin asked us for asylum.
Hacklin was with Angrel when he interrogated me on Ord Mantell. They seemed chummy. What changed?
Not sure. The Admiral is on the run. There are unconfirmed...
Let's help him. Anyone who earns a death mark from the Empire can't be all bad.
Wouldn't go that far, but his tactical Malkira obviously made an impression on the Admiral at Ord Mantell. He says he'll only surrender to her.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I won't let anything happen to you.
You two, and no one else. I told him to wait for you at an old asteroid mining facility. I'm uploading the coordinates now.
Surround this asteroid mine with Republic cruisers. If this is a trap, I don't want the enemy escaping.
Too risky. The Admiral might mistake it for hostile action and bolt. Mining facility is small. This is a trap. You won't be facing more enemies than you can handle. Be careful out there.
Wow. La da da. Alright, 27. See what Dr. Algrove has. Hoo-ha! That Master Strike. Wow, thanks for nothing. Da-da-da. Some more courage. Yeah, the problem is I'm not tanking right now, which is why I'm not getting a lot of those perks. But I'll gear up Treek also. And that'll be that. Well, I guess I'm going to have to bring Kira with me. Alright, cool. Well, that's fine. Whatever. I should be gearing all my characters or all my companions, but it's honestly just too much of a freaking pain in the ass. It takes way too much time. So, yep, I'm gonna cut this one. But thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.